Hello guys, this is the Betamax Man. Today to work on, I've got a Sony HF1000. This machine has one problem that we know of as of right now, and that is the voltage regulator is bad. And we're going to plug it in and I'll show you what it's doing. So let's get this plugged in. And those of you who don't know that this is in fact a different unit, it is, because you can see the one that I've got up there hooked up into my entertainment system, and now I got this one that I bought. So I bought this off eBay, and so let's go ahead and verify that it has a regulator that's bad in it. Verify that. Plugs in, so the clock came on, and we hit the power light. No power light, no power. I hit the power, no power light, and but it thinks the machine is on, but it's not. It's not getting voltage going to the mechanism. So one of the things that this machine is supposed to do, now it's supposed to have, the solenoid is supposed to engage when you hit the power button. So that solenoid is supposed to engage, and oh hey, look what's going on here. We've got, why is our, oh wow, our play and fast forward is lit up. Seeing it takes a while to power it back off. But yeah, we power it on. We have no power light. Oh wow, look at that. Our play and rewind is lit up. And also the, wow. So we're gonna fix this, but this was a very nice unit. This is a really cool deck. This came out mid-80s. I'm thinking 86, I think, is when this model came out. Guess what I got inside? I popped off the top, and this is what I see, a video cassette. Looks like it started the thread. It started its threading cycle, and then maybe that's when the regulator problem happened. Maybe there was a power surge and it blew the regulator. Or something happened to where... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unthread. Or, you know what, maybe I'll thread it just to see. Well, I'm going to take it out. So we'll take this out. Well guys, I'm now going to demonstrate the HF1000. This was the easiest repair I've done in a while. This one just had a voltage regulator problem. Now, I didn't have a voltage regulator in stock, so my options were to take the regulator out of another one, or because I have a parts deck 1000, I could take the power supply out of it and put in this one. So that's what I decided to do. And of course, it fixed the problem, because now we have power light and we now have the solenoid engaging. Now this one actually had some rust on the bottom panel, so I replaced the bottom panel with from the parts deck, and because it had rust on it. So this thing also had, you noticed in the earlier showing of this machine, it had a letter B put right here on the front that I took off. You also notice that the display is nice and bright because I actually cleaned the display, and I cleaned the filter behind this plastic piece. So I've cleaned the glass was cleaned on the actual clock display. Then I took the front faceplate off and cleaned the little filter, and I cleaned the front plastic here. So it's nice and bright, and everything is working really good. But yeah, this was a very easy repair. It's just a voltage regulator problem. So anyway, we'll get to the video. We're gonna finish the video off with a beta tape of Dinosaurs Volume 1. So this has the pilot episode on it. It's got Mighty Megalosaurus, which is the pilot episode, and then it's got Hurling Day, which is, I'm not sure what episode Hurling Day is from. I know it's from season 1, I just don't know what episode. Probably episodes 5 or 6 or something. But there's not a whole lot of these out there. So finding this show on beta is pretty rare. This is a very rare find. But it's got a print date on there of November 20th of 1991. So we'll go ahead and put the tape in. Play. Hours, minutes, seconds, and I can't remember what the other one is called, but we could do the data screen, turn the data screen off, and as you can see, we've got an image. Now I can't show too much of it because I don't want to get hit with a copyright, but what I can do is show like part of the image. You know, I might do that, you know, something like that, you know, that way you can see that it is working, but yet not getting hit with a copyright. But we'll just do that for now. But yeah, this thing works great. You know, it forwards okay, it rewinds okay. I don't think this machine has a whole lot of hours. I mean, I think it's got hours on it, but I don't think it's a highly used machine. I think what happened is when this machine broke down, I think it got put into storage. And I don't know if I bought this from the original owner or if I bought it from the second owner, or hell, it could have been the 10th owner for all I know. But I don't think this machine has had a whole lot of use. But I think that this machine was probably number 2 of the 1000s that somebody had, because they had the letter B on it. Well, B probably signaling that this might be a second 1000 unit that they were using, or maybe just a second beta machine that they had. I don't know. I'm sorry, little dinosaur. I'm sorry. This was a great show when I was growing up. Back when I was a kid, this was something I look forward to watching every week. I used to show this once every week. I used to watch it all the time. I'm pretty sure they only showed it, yeah, it was once a week, because they had, yeah, it was like a new episode every week, and I used to watch it. And I think it was Fridays. They used to show it on Fridays. You've got your door here is not broken. Most of the time these doors are either missing or they're broken. So the door on this is in good shape. It's not missing. So, you know, and just that display being so nice and bright and everything. But it really helps when you're getting rid of the dust, because on the back side of the front faceplate there's it's called a filter, and it gets dirty, and if it gets dirty it will make your display look dim sometimes. Or sometimes the display can be dim because it's got a lot of hours on it. So if you're cleaning the filter and it still has a dim display, then it's probably because it's got either a lot of hours on it or the power supply is starting, capacitors are starting to poop out. But most of the time, if you got like a dim display, it's usually high hours. But sometimes cleaning the filter can definitely help the display. But look at how nice and bright the VU meters are too. I mean, it's just, I don't think this has a whole lot of use. You know, of course this has the capability of recording in the Beta 1 S or Beta 1 SHB, which Beta 1 SHB is 6.0 megahertz. Beta 1 S was the original Beta 1 Super. And then they had Beta 1 Super High Band. There's actually 3 Beta 1s. There's the original Beta 1, there's the Beta 1 Super, and then the Beta 1 Super High Band. And this has Beta 1 S and Beta 1 SHB recording capability. It will play back the original Beta 1, but it will only record in the 2 Beta 1s, the Beta 1 S and Beta 1 SHB. But it will play back the original Beta 1. Yeah. So, like I said, it rewinds good. It fast forwards good. And this thing works great. So the one thing I might do is replace some of the capacitors in the preamp, because when I was checking them out, they seem like they might be starting to poop out. So what I'll probably do is do a recapping of the preamp, and also go into the head amplifier as well and replace some of the capacitors. Also, I do want to go in and just recap the whole entire power supply as well, because you know, just preventive maintenance and doing what I'm suggesting is going to get the machine to play as good as it did when it was new. So basically, just by replacing caps in the preamp and in the head amp, the head amp is what receives the signal from the video heads, and then from the head amp it sends it to the preamp, and the preamp sends it to the TV. Basically, it sends the signal out to the video output and goes to the TV. So, and working on these Betamaxes, those seem to be the areas that really need replacing, or they really do help the performance of the machine. But anyway, at least for right now, I mean, hey, this thing works great. We will revisit it. I was going to do a recapping of the preamp and the head amp today, but I wasn't able to because my soldering iron broke. That cheap soldering iron that I've been using for the last couple of years finally went out on me. I plugged it in and noticed that the iron was not getting hot at all, and then the wires were loose and it actually arced and there were sparks on the, I'll show you what happened, but the cord actually came out. See, that was sparks. I seen the sparks and I figured, okay, it's probably the connection that's went bad, and that's what happened. It actually burned. You can see the burning of the wiring. But the circuit board, there's a circuit board in there that the wires connect to. There's a heating element, obviously. But anyway, so that soldering iron is out of commission. And I'll have to, I did order a new one, so what I'll do is use my new one to fix the old one, and we'll use the old one as a backup soldering iron, and get that one fixed so I can have a backup. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that this wasn't a very fast video. There was a tape inside this machine. So this is Maxell and L750, and I think the only thing that was recorded on this tape was music, because when I played it, I didn't get any no video at all, so it must be just audio recording. Sometimes people would use VCRs, hi-fi stereo VCRs, to record music on, because you get such high quality sound with a hi-fi stereo machine. Almost as good a sound as like a reel-to-reel tape deck or something like that, you know. Of course, people nowadays are, records are coming back, so a lot of people love vinyl, listening to music on vinyl. And hey, if vinyl can come back, do you ever think Laserdiscs will come back? Probably not. And why is that? Well, because Laserdisc was only able to get standard definition, plus they only held 30 to 60 minutes per side, and I wish Laserdiscs would come back, but I don't think they ever will. How come some things come back and some things don't? I don't know. It's weird. Do you think video cassette recorders will ever come back? Nah, probably not. But for some reason, records, for music people, records came back. What I liked about Laserdiscs is the artwork, because Laserdiscs are the same size as a record, and the artwork on them was pretty cool. But anyway, will betas ever come back? No, I wish they would, but no, they'll never come back. But hey, a little speck of dust, or maybe a scratch or something. Anyway, but I cleaned it up the best I could, and I cleaned the circuit boards. I took the front faceplate off and cleaned it. Also had the eject button pushed in, and so I had to repair that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.